All right. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Riley with the T-Storm Chasers, and we are back on the air. We unfortunately have a new tornado warning that has been issued. Have a look here at our map. It is down here in eastern Nebraska, and it is near Beatrice, Nebraska. It is along a line of severe weather all the way from western Iowa into eastern Nebraska, down through the Omaha area, Lincoln, Beatrice, and down here in southeastern Nebraska. This is where we have a tornado warning that has been issued. And let me go ahead and zoom in and let's take a deeper look at this tornado warning storm. And here is where we are looking at right now. So it is for the Harbine area and also Beatrice. So if you are in the Harbine area and if you're in the Beatrice area, you guys need to be seeking shelter. You guys need to be in your safe spot, need to be in a storm shelter, tornado shelter. You guys are under a tornado warning here with this storm right here. And this thing, you can see, we're definitely seeing a little bit of a curling there with this storm. So it does look like we are seeing a little bit of a hook feature on the radar picture. So again, right over Harbine, Nebraska right now. That is where we are seeing a new tornado warning that has popped up. And let's go ahead and look at the velocity. Let's see if we can see anything here inside of this storm. And give me 1 second to pop it up here. And let's see here. Looking at the velocity, it doesn't look super impressive, but we're going to take a look at this here. Okay, so here is a look at our storm relative velocity. It's down here again near Harbine and Ellis. That's kind of what we're looking at. I know it's kind of difficult to see where we're looking, but it is right near the Harbine, Nebraska area, kind of right in there. That is where we're seeing some rotation, some broad rotation down there in that area. So here's Beatrice right here. So this storm is heading towards Ellis. It's going to be in Ellis here in just a couple of minutes. So Ellis, Nebraska, you guys need to be in your safe spot. And Beatrice. Beatrice, I know that's a bigger town. You guys are under a tornado warning. Let me go ahead and read off the information here. And let's get some information on this thing.
So we are looking at this tornadic thunderstorm that is down in Nebraska. And let me go ahead and read off the latest here on this. So we are... All right. All right, so latest from the National Weather Service. This tornado warning remains in effect until 3:15, so we got 25 minutes to go on this. This is for central Jefferson and west central Gage counties in Nebraska. This is a tornadic thunderstorm moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Also, golf ball sized hail with this storm as well. So this is a severe thunderstorm warned storm as well. So that is also, no surprise there. Again, I've mentioned this many times, and I'll say it again. Anytime you get a hail core like that on the radar picture, where we get the purple and black colors on the map, that is an indication of some pretty large hail, and no surprise there that we're seeing that. So, tornado, radar indicated tornado, and golf ball sized hail with this storm. Heading into the Beatrice area. So if you're in Beatrice, you guys need to be in your basement, need to be taking shelter again for Gage and Jefferson counties in Nebraska until 3:15 p.m. Central. So again, take cover. You want to move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. So that's the latest update from the National Weather Service. Again, this is a radar indicated tornado. We don't have any confirmation of this thing. Now let's look once again at our other products here. Looking at our velocity, storm relative velocity, it looks like we're seeing a little bit of rotation, but it's not super impressive. This thing is in between Harbine and Ellis, Nebraska, moving towards Beatrice. And that is the latest here. That's the latest information that we have on this storm. Looking at our shear detection map, I am not seeing anything there. So that's good. I'm not seeing anything on the shear detection. Correlation coefficient, not seeing any blue. So we're not getting any debris. That's good. Let's look at the hail threat. And this is our hail tracker map, and you can see this is where we are seeing that hail. And when you get that white color on the map, that is an indication of large hail. And you're getting some pretty good sized hail with the red and white colors there. So no surprise there. We are getting some large hail with this storm. So at the very least, you're getting very heavy rain, you're getting lots of lightning and thunder, and you're getting large hail. And now a possible tornado with this storm. So again, Harbine, Ellis, Beatrice, you guys are under this tornado warning. Need to be in your basement, in your safe storm shelter. But we do have a number of other severe thunderstorms to go over. We have one down here near Endicott, Nebraska, almost on the border of Nebraska and Kansas. This storm, let's see here. So you can see down here, we're getting a hail core near Endicott right there, or the Endicott area. So that storm is severe warned. We have another one up here in Nebraska. Reading off this one, this is in effect here for Lancaster, Saunders, and Cass counties in Nebraska. This storm is moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Golf ball sized hail and 60 mile per hour winds with this. And again, we have that hail core right there north of Waverly. And it does say public reported golf ball sized hail with this storm southwest of Lincoln. And so a very strong line of thunderstorms, and damage threat is considerable with that area. And then up here towards the Omaha area, there is more severe weather. Let me go ahead and read off this one. This one is over Elkhorn, and this is a severe thunderstorm warning for Washington, Douglas, and Saunders County in Nebraska until 3:15. This storm is moving northeast at 25 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour winds, quarter-sized hail there. So you want to make sure you are weather aware and seeking shelter in these areas here over Elkhorn. And just up the line here, we have numerous severe thunderstorms that are going on. We have another one that's over Missouri Valley, Logan, Magnolia. Part of this line, you can really see this thing has really started to form a line of severe weather. So this one is for Nebraska and Iowa. Let me go ahead and read this off here. This is for the Potawatomi, Harrison, and Washington counties in Iowa. Washington County in Nebraska, Harrison County and Potawatomi in Iowa. In effect until 3:15, so another 20 minutes to go on this. The storm is moving northeast at 50 miles per hour, ping pong ball sized hail, and 60 mile per hour winds with this portion of the line of severe weather. Looking at the velocity, I am not seeing a whole lot here, so that's good. At least we're not getting any rotation, but we will keep a very close eye on it. And then up here, this severe thunderstorm for Denison, Iowa. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Crawford County until 3:15. And this is moving northeast at 40 miles per hour for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. So we will keep a very close eye on that storm as well. That storm did have a tornado warning on it earlier, and I do want to throw this out there, that we are seeing some rotation. We are seeing some signs of rotation west of Denison with this storm that is moving towards Denison. So, and again, this storm has a history of a tornado warning that was issued earlier. And there is a little bit of a green spot on our shear detector map. So we will keep a very close eye on all of these other storms. And up the line, if we go up the line here, we have other strong thunderstorms across northern Iowa that we have going on. This segment right here from Correctionville up to Peterson, Iowa, near Cherokee, we're looking at a strong band of thunderstorms there. And then another strong area of thunderstorms from Lake Park up through Lakefield. And we'll keep an eye on that one. Another cell up here towards the Comfrey area, Springfield. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. And actually, we do have our first severe thunderstorm warning in Minnesota. This is up here near the Darwin and Dassel areas in Minnesota. Let's go ahead and read this off here. So reading this severe thunderstorm warning in effect with this storm right here in central Minnesota for McLeod, Meeker, and Wright counties in Minnesota. In effect until 3:15 p.m. Central, so 15 minutes to go on this warning. The storm is moving northeast at 40 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and half-dollar-sized hail. Train spotters reported that threat, so that is the source of that hazard. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. These locations are impacted that are Greenleaf, Darwin, Dassel, and Forest City in Minnesota, and Kingston. You guys are all included. Seek shelter inside a well-built structure. Stay away from windows. This storm is capable of producing damaging winds and has produced large hail. So that's the latest on that one. Looking at the velocity, let's see if we can see anything, and I'm not really seeing much on the velocity. So we're not seeing much rotation there. Okay, so let's go back to our tornado warned storm here over Beatrice, Nebraska. And we are seeing a little bit of a notch here, and that's never a good sign. And that's near Beatrice. So this storm is inching much closer to Beatrice, Nebraska. So you guys need to be in your safe spot here. You need to be taking cover. It looks like we are seeing some rotation near Ellis, Nebraska. And that's kind of what we're looking at. So again, where is this at? This is down in southeastern Nebraska. And this is for Jefferson and Gage counties in Nebraska for radar indicated tornado and golf ball sized hail. And located again over Ellis, Nebraska. And this is heading into Beatrice, Nebraska. So we are concerned about Beatrice, Nebraska for tornado potential. And that is why they've issued that tornado warning. I wanted to look at the other radar here. And it looks like, again, we're seeing a tiny bit of rotation, but it is not an impressive couplet. Some pretty broad rotation. But we are just going to keep a close eye out. So, Beatrice, you guys are under that tornado warning. You need to be in your basement, need to be in your safe storm shelter. Lincoln, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm. So you guys need to be in your storm shelter. And Elkhorn, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning. The Omaha area, you guys will be seeing this activity here very soon. So Omaha, you guys need to be on alert here for this very strong line of thunderstorms. And it goes up into Woodbine and up towards Denison, Iowa. You guys are also under severe thunderstorm warnings. But the main storm that we are watching right now, as we are now at the 3 o'clock hour, we are keeping a very close eye on this storm now that is down again in southern Nebraska, where we have this tornado warning that is in effect for another 15 minutes until 3:15 p.m. Central. So we will see what happens. We'll see if they extend it or allow it to expire. But we're going to hang tight here for you. And I don't have any further updates on this storm at this moment. But respect the polygon and seek shelter. You need to be in your safe spot. This is a dangerous thunderstorm that is capable of producing a tornado. Went through the Harbine area a little bit earlier, and now it is going through Ellis and soon to be going through Beatrice. So you guys need to be seeking shelter. Again, we're also getting some pretty good-sized hail with this storm as well. Here is our hail detection map, our hail tracker, just west of Beatrice by a few miles. That is where we are seeing the strongest part of this storm. So again, is moving into Beatrice, the Beatrice area right now. So here's our line of severe thunderstorm warnings. It goes all the way from eastern Nebraska into western Iowa, northwestern Iowa, and then up into Minnesota. So it's becoming a broken line here of severe weather at this moment in time. So again, this is the one tornado warning that we do have going on, but we have numerous other severe thunderstorm warnings going on. There is another strong thunderstorm down here towards Steel City and Diller. Did want to mention that this is a storm we will be keeping a close eye on as well. Not really showing signs of rotation yet, but we will keep a close eye on that cell as well, as this one is also severe thunderstorm warned. All right, so we got an update to the tornado warning box. They have shrunk the tornado warning box. Let's go ahead and read off the latest update here. So the tornado warning on the Jefferson County side of things has been allowed to expire. So that's farther west. So tornado warning remains in effect until 3:15 for west central Gage County in Nebraska. This storm is moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Tornado and ping pong ball sized hail with this storm. Radar indicated tornado remains here. It looks like locations also would include the Homestead National Historical Park. You guys are under the tornado warning, so you guys need to take cover now. Again, move to a storm shelter or any kind of. Hopefully, you can go underground. If you can't go underground, again, interior room, lowest floor away from windows is always the precaution there. So again, ping pong ball sized hail and the tornado threat with this storm. This is at the moment the strongest storm that we have going on at the 3 o'clock hour. So we will keep a very close eye on that one. Lincoln, Nebraska, we are seeing a very strong storm right now, so we need to be watching this one very closely. This one is not currently tornadic, but we are continuing to monitor this as it's going through Lincoln, Nebraska right now. Not showing signs of rotation, which is good. But again, we're probably getting some large hail with this storm and some strong gusty winds as well. All the way kind of up this interstate from Lincoln up through Waverly, Greenwood, Ashland. That whole area there is seeing this line of severe weather. Now, let me go ahead here. I wanted to go ahead and look at something a little bit different. We're going to kind of do something kind of cool here. Let's go ahead and I am going to look at we're going to go inside of this storm, if you will. So let's go ahead and we are going to take a look here. Let me go ahead and see if we can throw this on. Let's see if I can get it here. And let's see. Gonna try to throw this on here. Let's see here. There we go. All right, so let's see here. All right. Give me 1 second here. We're going to pop this up. Here we go. Okay, so here is what we are looking at. This is essentially inside the storm. This is a 2D scan of this tornadic thunderstorm. This is our tornado warning storm. You can see it is about 50 kFTs, so that is pretty high up in the atmosphere. That is a pretty high thunderstorm that we're looking at. Now, what is cool is we can not only can we do that, but we can also do a 3D view of this storm. Let's go ahead and do that. And if we do that, if I can pull it up here. And let's do that. Zoom it in a little bit. And look at this. So basically what this is, we're going inside of the storm and we are taking a look at what this storm looks like. This is our 3D volumetric scan of this storm. And you can see 50 kFTs. That is how high this storm is. And no surprise there. This is our cumulonimbus cloud. And so you can kind of see how this cloud is structured. It's a really cool tool that we have here in our storm center that we can utilize. So this is what we are seeing with this tornadic thunderstorm over Beatrice, Nebraska right now. And so this is a very strong thunderstorm, a very wound up severe thunderstorm that is, again, located over Beatrice, Nebraska. So again, this gives us a really cool view of this storm. And you can see the cumulonimbus tops there, right there. That's our tops. And then our anvil. There's the anvil of the storm right there. So that is a look at this storm. And let's go ahead and look at the velocity again. Let's see if we can see anything here with this. And at this point, the velocity, not very impressive. We're not really seeing much here on the velocity. Not seeing really, we're not seeing that couplet that we normally see on the radar. But I do want to throw this out there that they have shrunk the tornado warning box. So Ellis and Beatrice, you guys are no longer in the tornado warning box. So that's good news. Looks like this tornado warning box is in a rural area at this point. So it is all rural. So no communities now in the tornado warning, which is good. So we are going to hold tight here, though. We're going to continue to watch this very closely. We are getting some big hail just northwest of Beatrice. We are seeing that large hail threat right there, and that purple and black. And this tornado warning goes for another 5 minutes, so we will see what happens. We'll see what they decide to do here with this tornado warning. We'll see if they will extend it. My guess is they are going to allow this to expire. It's starting to weaken. At least the tornado threat is starting to weaken, it looks like. So my guess is they are going to drop this tornado warning at 3:15. Other storms that we have going on, again, we have one down here near Harbine and Diller, and this is a pretty intense storm. Now, this might be the next one to watch. We are starting to see that rotation right over Diller. So it does look like we are seeing a couplet on the velocity here over Diller. So that's going to be a spot that we are going to watch very closely. And it wouldn't shock me here if we get a tornado warning issued here soon for this storm. So again, this is a pretty good velocity couplet. So we're definitely getting, I would say at this point, this one is the tornado warning, but this one down here looks more impressive. We have a much more impressive velocity couplet. So we will keep a very close eye on both of those storms. And farther up to the north towards Lincoln, we are seeing, again, another severe thunderstorm that is moving through Lincoln, Nebraska. And this one hasn't shown any signs of rotation at this juncture, but we will keep a very close eye on this storm as it moves through Lincoln, Nebraska. And then this one up here impacting the western Omaha metro area. Basically, it's right over Boys Town right now and Irvington. So if you were in those areas in the metro area of Omaha, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm. So you need to be in your safe spot, seeking shelter immediately. And here is going up the line. I mean, we have a number of severe thunderstorms that is across eastern Nebraska into western Iowa. And looks like we got a new report. We got a hail report, and it's up here in Minnesota. Let's go ahead and let's look at this Minnesota storm now. So a report of a hail report 1 mile east of Cedar Mills in Meeker County, Minnesota. A trained weather spotter phoned in hail measurement of 1.25 inches in diameter, so that's quarter-sized hail. So quarter-sized hail, or quarter-sized hail reported near Cedar Mills on this storm right here, and it's still a severe thunderstorm warning. If we look at the velocity, I'm not seeing anything, not seeing any rotation, so that's good. So severe thunderstorm warning, looks like, they just extended it. So it looks like we just got an extension of this severe thunderstorm warning up here in Minnesota. Let's go ahead and read this off. New severe thunderstorm warning for Meeker, Stearns, and Wright counties in Minnesota until 3:45 p.m. Central. This is in central Minnesota, located near Dassel and Darwin, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour winds, and $50 sized hail. That's the threats with this storm. And locations include French Lake, Kimball, South Haven, Fairhaven, Annandale, St. Augusta, Luxembourg, Waite Park, Clearwater, St. Cloud, and Hasty, all included there. So we need to be on alert for that. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let me go ahead and read that off. I'll just go down the line here. We'll go down the line. This is the newest severe thunderstorm warning, and this is out here near Cherokee. This is for Storm Lake, Iowa. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to read this off here. This is for Cherokee and Buena Vista counties in Iowa until 4 p.m. Central. This severe thunderstorm is now moving northeast at 35 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour winds, and quarter-sized hail with this storm. The storm will be near Storm Lake, Alta, and Ariella here within the next few minutes. So Sioux Rapids, Storm Lake, you guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning here for this storm. And it looks like there might even be some broad rotation just southeast of Cherokee, just west of Storm Lake. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We'll keep a very close eye. That one is actually all by itself. That's a supercell. That is all by itself. Currently, it is not along a line, but it is along the broken line of severe thunderstorms. And then down here, Denison, Iowa, again, severe thunderstorm warning continues for Crawford County until 4:15 now. So they have extended the tornado, or they have extended this warning box out. The storm is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour winds, and $50 sized hail over Denison, Iowa. So you be on the lookout for that. And then another severe thunderstorm warning here over Woodbine and Dunlap, Iowa for Monona, Harrison, and Shelby counties until 3:45 Central. This storm is moving northeast at 40 miles per hour, ping pong ball sized hail, and 60 mile per hour winds with this storm. So be on the lookout for that one. And then another one farther to the south here on the Iowa side of the border as well. This is for Persia in Iowa. This is for Potawatomi and Harrison counties in Iowa until 4 p.m. Central. The storm is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and quarter-sized hail with this storm. And then farther to the south, this one over just near Lincoln, over Waverly, Greenwood, and Ashland, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3:45 Central for Lancaster, Saunders, and Cass counties. This storm is moving northeast at 35 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour winds at quarter-sized hail. Public reported quarter-sized hail on this storm 4 miles east of Lincoln. So some hail with that. And then this one down here over Beatrice, Nebraska. I do want to mention this tornado warning has been allowed to expire. So it expired at 3:15. So at this point, we do not have any more tornado warnings in effect, but we have a couple of really intense, strong thunderstorms here that are severe. From Diller up through Pickerel, Nebraska. In Jefferson and Gage counties, this storm is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and quarter-sized hail with these storms. So we need to be on high alert for that activity. But at this point, we do not have any more tornado warnings that are in effect. So they have dropped the tornado warning for Beatrice. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pop our other source back up here, and then we're going to hop off. All right, so let's see.
All right, so switching our sources. There we go. Make sure this is on. All right, so at this point, we do not have any tornado warnings. That one down here in southeastern Nebraska has been allowed to expire. We do have this line of severe weather from Minnesota up here just west of Minneapolis. They're in central Minnesota. That is the northern end of this line of thunderstorms and severe weather all the way through western Iowa into eastern Nebraska. That is what we are currently looking at. The Omaha area, we are going to be seeing thunderstorms and potentially even some severe weather move through the Omaha area, looks like within the next few minutes. So all of this activity is moving in a northeasterly direction, and it's all going to be pushing northeast for the remainder of the afternoon into the evening hours. Also, tornado watch for Kansas, eastern Nebraska, northwestern Missouri, and western Iowa until 7 p.m. Central Time. And then also we have a severe thunderstorm watch up here into Minnesota and far western Wisconsin. And that severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. Central, and that is for those communities up here in Minnesota. So that pink shaded area up here, that's the severe thunderstorm watch until 8 p.m. So that is where our severe weather threat is going to be. And then we have our tornado threat here in the dark red for this line of thunderstorms and severe weather. So what we're going to do here, we are going to jump back off here for the time being. If we get any more stronger severe weather, if we get any more tornado warnings to pop up, if we get any more dangerous thunderstorms, we will pop back on and give you guys the latest updates. But for now, we are going to jump off again. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in and watching and supporting us, watching our stream. So for everyone here, I am Riley. Thank you guys for watching here, watching the latest from T-Storm Chasers. We will continue to provide more updates as we get them. Thank you.